Hello and welcome to this episode of Waterdeep Dragon Heist. My name is John Gerdebed. I am the GM for this campaign. We rejoin the action as the following morning is rocked by a fireball exploding in the marketplace.
Are you sure it wasn't new Dimble?
No, he's
Welcome
only
to
level
second
2.
level.
I know. Just being two. Are you level 2? I thought you're level 3. No, wait, that's level 2.
Yeah, I'm a level 3 wizard, but I can't cast level 3 spells.
Reginald,
Yes.
you charge out into the street. Seskarath, Underscum, Munin all charge out into the street. Nothing's on... Look, no buildings are on fire.
Which is
Um,
a shock in itself. Does anyone require assistance?
there are 11 dead bodies.
That sucks.
There's one elderly female human, two cloaked males, two female humans, and one male half-elf.
Is that the dead bodies? Or
These are the dead bodies, yes. One male gnome, and two female halfling, and two male halflings.
Does it look like any of them were a particular target?
It looked like it must have been like some sort of like what was the location like? What was it like at a building?
Like
of
a
sorts?
terrorist, kind of.
You can't tell if there was a particular target. The two male humans are wearing leather armor, and both of them have long swords strapped to their side. The gnome is wearing a burnt cloak and is holding a dagger in one hand.
Maybe there was some sort of self-defense of sorts.
Can we see?
Then
Can we see anyone acting suspicious or
Yeah.
running
I was
away?
going to say that
Is there any
there, like,
suspicion?
there's around anyone who's
Roll me a perception check.
Okay. Make sure it's on normal. 12. Not much.
Do you want Moonin to make one from the air?
Yes, please.
Come
No,
on,
Moonin.
Moonin. 9.
No. You don't
No.
see anybody suspicious. Nobody sees anybody suspicious. You do see Seskarath and Underscum both see a couple of people stood around. You see the neighbour from across the road, Falar Laflar, has come out of their shop.
Is that the one with the nice little flower garden?
Yes.
Okay.
You see
Have you number?
slightly further down the street someone dressed in fancy clothes who appears to have just walked out of the Tiger's Eye. And Seskarath, you also notice a young boy hiding behind a barrel, like a rain barrel.
yeah.
I would
am-
ask the young boy.
I approach the young boy.
He's got tears running down his face.
I'm gonna punch the young boy as well.
I just like crouch, like kind of like sit on my haunches next to him. Like, small one. Did you see anything?
I was watching my friends. I was watching my friends dancing.
I'm so sorry, little one.
Didn't see much beyond that. They died in the fire. But right after the explosion, ducked behind the water barrel, the rain barrel here,
I see.
and I heard a plop. I found this.
I grab it from him.
And he pulls out a necklace.
I look at the necklace.
It's
Oh,
a
no.
necklace with 2 beads on it. And the clasp is broken. And he's holding one end of it tightly.
Do I recognize that?
Roll me an Arcana check. Are you proficient in Arcana?
No, I'm not.
Then no. It's a necklace. It's a beaded necklace.
I just turned to Gimbal. Gimbal.
Moon
know
and
if I-
Moon's Kimball's still at the thing on the balcony. Like, what the hell's
Oh
going
no,
on here this morning?
I lie then. I turn to Neri then. Are you?
Don't know whether. I mean, I've got 2, so I could.
You can tell it's magical.
That's it.
But you're not sure what it does.
I don't recognize it though, so
I think it's best that we maybe take it back to Bull.
But it's mine. I found it.
Or at least we can escort you inside. You can sit down and have a little drink and we can talk to our wizard friend.
I will try and to escort the young one home.
My name's Martin.
Martin, let's see. Do you have family here?
My aunt lives nearby.
I will take you to her if that's all right with you.
He leans into you.
I will pick him up.
Can I meet the wizard?
Yes, you can meet the wizard. We'll take you there and then we'll get you all dried up and then we'll take you home. How does that sound?
Yes.
Alright, let's...
Gonna say this gonna sound shady, but should we insight check this little boy in case he's double crossing us?
You can inside, but I think poor old Red here is a sucker for like taking care of small kids, so it's more the fact is that he's already like not caring.
At this point, as you start to head back into Trollskull Manor, you see that the city guard have shown up. They're posting 6 guards at each entrance to the alleyway and not letting anybody in or out. And another 6 guards, including a sergeant, make their way over to the crime scene.
I came to Martin and said, "What is your auntie's name?"
Marianne Trek.
Marianne Trek. Let's see.
Yeah, 6 guards with a sergeant make their way to the crime scene and start to move people away from the actual bodies. Sorry, Underscum, were you going to do something before that happened?
I was going to make an announcement saying that if anyone requires attention or just wishes to get out of the street for the moment, please come to the Trollskull. We can look after you there.
Yeah, it can be a temporary med bay.
You get a couple of people starting to sort of snap out of it and head towards your place of business. The sergeant will approach you for saying this, Underscum. Can we have access to interview people?
Of course. We'll set aside a table for you.
We might need somewhere private.
Very
Library?
well. We have areas which are private, which will certainly be able to suit you, I'm sure. Please come this way. I'll take you to our library to see if it is sufficient, or what is effective. Basically, this room, the
I
one which
will,
no one uses.
This one's pretty much seemed to be efficient.
I will
Right.
need to be out here to lead the lead people staying away, but we will send somebody in to investigate.
Once you have an investigator, send them to us. I will guide them
I'm
to
gonna
a
put you,
spare room.
I'm gonna turn to this sergeant and said, "This young boy seemed to witness what has happened, but I wish to take him to his aunt, or the aunt will come here. But
We can't let anyone in or out of the alley until I have say-so, but he can stay with you.
maybe you can notify the aunt of what has happened, to know that he is okay. I do not wish him to be away from his aunt any longer."
We will dispatch somebody. And he points over to somebody and gets...
I asked Martin the address if he knows it, and give him the name of the aunt too as well.
They get the information, and then one of the privates runs off, and
He will be with us, and if you wish to talk to him, you are more welcome to. I just want to make sure that he's going to be okay.
thank you for your service.
Of course. And I will take Martin into the bar area, and I will cook him up some hot cocoa and ask if anyone else wants some.
You'll get quite a few people asking for some hot cocoa, because they had a bit of a shock so early in the morning.
Yes, I will make a bunch of hot cocoa.
Would anybody like to do anything else while waiting for the city watch?
And not really. Moon and will keep her eye on things from above, and when
This
it's not
graph
seeing
would
people.
kind of like stay at street level and just kind of watch the activity and watch what everyone's doing, and
And the scum will have a shifty, quick pint.
Okay. Seskarath, you do notice that you do notice the other two people I mentioned, Fala Lafleur and the noble woman. The noble woman seems rather annoyed that she's got to stay in Trollskull. She was hoping to make this a quick trip.
boo her. Right.
And you can see that across the street from you, Falar's greenhouse on top of their building, sorry, some of the windows have smashed in.
Oh no, not the greenhouse!
Well, the windows, not like they've been destroyed.
Still.
If she's anything like us, she's probably got membership to the guild, so it'll all be done.
Pretty much.
Everybody in Waterdeep has membership to the guilds. You have to.
Okay. I let them come over if they wish to, and I'll probably have a chat
Oh,
with
sorry,
them.
it's Martem Trek.
Martin Trick. And what was was it Marianne?
Marianne is the aunt, yes.
Was that? Okay.
And after a while, I'll just come back inside the tavern.
Okay.
And...
I asked Seskar, did he find anything suspicious?
obvious. Flower woman had some broken windows, and there's a noble who is angry at being kept here.
Well, of course they're going to be. Right, I'm going to place myself in there, and realizing that since we had a long rest,
Yes, you would be
Upset.
at full hit points.
Point, I'd have my action surge back. Ba-da, ba-da, ba.
we can't do that. Okay. Well, in that case, after I just talked with Martin more about what he also. Did you see anything there besides with your friends?
He didn't see anything else.
Understandable.
He was just watching the two halfling females were playing a flute and a fiddle, and the two male halflings were dancing.
Ah.
And they were friends of his that he was watching, and
How old
mute
is How
12.
old am I? 12. Okay, that's fair.
Gimbal
Yes.
and also Munin. You spot that very soon after the city guard shows up, a griffin cavalryman starts circling over the neighborhood as well, drawn in by the smoke. And then
I was half waiting for you to go. You see a Griffin cavalryman, and my vision goes.
About 20 minutes pass, and Munin and Gimbal and anybody else who happens to be looking outside see about 20 members of the City Watch arrive.
Blimey.
You see... do I have a picture of these guys? Sure, I have a picture of these guys. You see a short, rotund man with a big beard, wearing purple robes and carrying a staff, who moves in and starts looking at the scene and pulls out a notebook and starts making notes in it. And he's accompanied by... not that one again, this one. A thin man in armor, who pulls out a matching notebook and starts taking notes in it. And the man in the armor points to the doors around Trollskull, and the 20 or so constables start going door to door and knocking on other people's doors. And the two people who've taken charge of the investigation spend a couple of minutes outside looking at the crime scene, and then with a contingent of constables approach the door to Trollskull Manor.
Okay.
And
Welcome. Please, come in.
yes, hello. My
I've been
name...
expecting you.
And the short man adjusts a pair of green shades on his face. My name is Barnabas Blastwind.
Barnabas Blastwind.
And,
Oh, dude.
Oh my god.
I love him.
and this is my associate, Sergeant Saith Cromley.
Seth Campbell. Sorry, got that wrong.
Safe
Cromley.
from
Saith Cromley.
Say, I feel like he's just like really tired. He needs more
Just
naps.
shaggy.
Does
It
he
looks
understand
like
the
shaggy.
importance of a good pair of boots?
Yes.
That is medieval shagging. You can't
That
tell
is-
me otherwise.
No, I am not telling you otherwise. That is definitely shaggy.
Um, we have taken a couple of minutes to examine the scene outside and to come to some conclusions about what happened there. And we feel the need to speak with the owners of the tavern, which I understand to be yourselves.
That is correct.
Indeed. There is a group of us. Would you like us all in attendance?
That might be a good idea. It will make things much faster.
Very well. Please, come in. Make yourself comfortable. I will gain everyone for their attendance. In which case I guide them in and then start to run around the house and grab everyone.
I got the kid with me.
You just grab Gimbal with his eyes shut as he's.
I pretty much carry Gimbal down, yes.
Underscum, put me down.
We have needed. So if that's you, I bring you down and literally place you in a chair. Right.
Give me a second, people. Need to get out of
So-
Moon's head.
Go lay down, Bella. Come on, go lay down.
Charge back up and get Nuri as well. If Nuri's quick, I don't
I've
need
been-
to carry Nuri.
No. I should be able to follow.
I'm here required downstairs.
Sorry?
We are required downstairs. The investigators have done their bit and are required to talk to us.
Oh, I know, Bella. I know.
Just because I'm not downstairs doesn't mean I'm not downstairs.
I'm squishing my dog.
I'm confused.
I'm down here. I'm sat down here at the table. I've been
Fine,
here the
I'm-
whole time.
But you were upstairs. You were in your room.
I was down here the whole time. I was out at the explosion.
Because we just can't be bothered to move our icons.
I
and
thought-
maps.
I must admit, I thought you went back up to your room. I've seen the
Never
explosion
mind.
happened a while ago.
No, I've been. I've been
All right, fair
downstairs the
enough
whole time.
So, we have
Wow.
some questions for yourselves, says Barnabas.
Of course.
We have reason to believe that one of the targets of the attack today was making his way here.
Oh, splendid customer. Oh,
Not any longer.
Not any longer.
And he got caught in the explosion.
oh, that's a shame.
The gnome by the name of
That's
Delaka
Hmm.
was apparently making his way to this tavern. Do you have any idea why?
I've never heard of this.
Go lay down, Bella.
We are a tavern and we provide services for those that require them.
Yes.
We need to get money in order to get this into better running, and we've hopefully got a good word going around that we are useful for the sake of achieving such goals. Like just yesterday, we did a delivery
That was the start of the week, about 7 days ago.
Just 7 days ago, we did a delivery.
We've just been, making ends meet and just, getting this tavern up and running. So there was a lot of jobs beside this to help it run.
Exactly. We'll take in anything which will get us a little bit of extra coin.
And you would keep that above board, yes?
But of course, we are retributable. Respect level.
Tester just kind of pops a finger in his mouth before anyone notices.
He's like got a little pocket of fingers.
Okay, he's just eating a bit of like meat, but this person doesn't know that it's meat from a bugbear.
I mean, if you were going to try to put the finger in before they spot it, I was going to ask for a sleight of hand check, but
I think nondescript thigh meat would be more
nondescript meat, jerky of some description.
Yeah.
It's a shame it's not really a third finger because it'd be like that really awkward, crunchy crisp moment. Delicate situation.
You must understand that by virtue of your proximity to the crime scene, you do appear rather suspect.
Of course, but we have nothing to hide.
But then it also hardly seems plausible that you would unleash such destructive magic so close to your place of business in broad daylight.
And Gimbal hasn't even learnt that magic yet.
Ah. He turns, Barnabas turns to face you. Are you a member of the Order?
I need to finish the application.
I just look at us.
Looks like you're going to jail.
Well, yes, it
Yeah.
is.
Who's playing the rest of this game as Crow?
I sense magic, certain magic on you.
I've just basically just returned here before Dad went boom. So
You have a badge.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
This one show like holds it up to the guy's face.
The gnome was being chased.
No.
We have reason to believe by 3 people. 2 of whom are outside.
Men with swords.
Yes. But it would appear the 3rd didn't meet such a fate.
Perhaps the one who cast it.
We have reason to believe that none of them saw it coming.
not
So
even the one that's being chased.
So the real question is, why would somebody cast such a destructive spell on their own allies?
Misfire, maybe?
It is possible. It is a very destructive form of magic.
Cannot tell you. I literally just came here myself, and that's when
It
I
may have
heard
been a
about the
third party.
incident.
Yeah, if any of them I remember were a sorcerer more than a wizard, it could have been cause of the explosion.
Sorry, I didn't hear what you said, Sean.
It may have been a third party.
Yes, it may have been. We've spoken to some people outside who suggest they saw somebody else.
What's happened there?
Yeah.
Still,
Can you guys
Welcome
hear me?
back. Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. I think Discord is really not liking me today.
we have no reason to believe that you are the perpetrators.
That's fine.
Do you know anything else of what might have caused the explosion?
I think fire.
That was the aftermath of the explosion.
The explosion itself was a fireball.
I mean, there was the magical necklace that Nuri said was magical.
Do you still have
Oh,
that
wait,
necklace, Henry?
I mean,
Or
I
do
don't know.
I still
I mean,
grab it?
It is.
What?
But the kids still had it.
Oh, the kids still have it.
A child has a magical necklace.
Well, apparently he heard something and he just found it. By the looks of
He
it.
was next to a water barrel.
Yes.
He heard it, heard something enter it, and he grabbed it out.
Bring it here, bring it here, bring it here, bring it here.
I asked Martin, is it okay if I take the necklace to show the inspectors?
Barnabas starts to weave magic sigils over the necklace.
Oh no, I need to ask Martin.
I'm pretty sure with these people being members of the guard, Martin doesn't have a fucking choice.
Oh, Martin, no, hello, baby.
Gimbal, you recognize this as an identify spell. Yes, this is a necklace of fireball. This would be the, presumably what caused the other explosion. This does match with what we've managed to investigate from outside.
That's
And
a rare item.
Barnabas turns to Martin. Young lad, could we possibly take this very dangerous in for safekeeping? And Martin agrees to the not take the explosive device home with him.
To the request that isn't really a request, because once again,
Has he
What?
been interviewed yet, or is it just us being interviewed first?
There are other constables interviewing the other people that you let into Trollskull.
Okay, because I want to know. Sorry. If it's okay for Martin to go if he's been interviewed.
Yes, you can take him home.
I just let the others know that I'm gonna take him home, and I'll go with him to his aunt.
Okay. As you head back outside, Barnabas will sort of follow along with you to let the guards know that you can pass safely.
Thank you, Inspector.
You can see that the constables are still talking with Falar and with the noblewoman.
I just now noticed the noblewoman, don't I?
Yes.
I might have to go back there. So yeah, I'll just quickly take the kid home.
Okay. It's a couple of city blocks over. You get him home to a crying mother who's very happy to see a crying aunt, who's very happy to see her ward returned home, given the nature of previous visit from the watch to inform her that he was fine and only stood next to a massive explosion. And she hugs Martin and pulls him into the house and thanks you profusely for safely bringing him home.
I nods to that, and then I'll return back.
and once you hear the door close, you just hear, "I told you not to mess with that fucking necklace."
I wonder.
We could have had a necklace of fireballs.
Martin Trek, master criminal.
Ding ding.
You head back to the alleyway. Scene's still pretty much the same. The guards still line the alleyway, and one of them goes to stop you, and then the one stood next to him waves him off and lets you through, having seen you leave.
Didn't you see the giant pink-haired Goliath walk out before?
He was just literally walking by 7'4". There's no way you can miss him.
I'm sorry, it's my first day. No fucking excuse, mate!
We're just like proper combo guys from Britain.
Is there anything else you'd like to do as you head back into Trollskull Alley?
The two people, the noble woman and
Falar.
Falar, yeah.
They're still
Are they
around.
Are they still talking to them, or have they now finally stopped talking to them?
They've stopped talking to them.
I will go to Falar
Leflair.
Leflair,
Okay.
and I ask if they are doing all right.
I was just watering plants in the greenhouse, and the
I've
blast
noticed your greenhouse was a little bit.
blew out some of the windows.
Are you safe though?
Yes, I wasn't injured,
That's still good.
but I
Would you
saw
like-
something.
You did.
Through the smoke, I saw a cloaked man take something from the gnome and started to limp away. He was badly burnt, and he kept
Did you-
casting glances over his shoulder, like he was afraid someone might be following him.
Did you tell the guard about this?
Yes, of course.
That's good. Well, would you like to come to this manor? I can drink if you a drink or anything like that. It must have shocked you very badly.
Yes, I'm gonna go get some. I've got some teas inside. I'm gonna go get some tea leaves.
Would you like me to come with you?
No, I'll meet you at the manor house.
Of course. And then I'll try and check out for the noble woman.
Okay.
What does she look like?
She appears to be. Well, she is a noble woman. But she is currently dressed in the closest approximation of what a noble woman would wear when she doesn't want to draw attention to the fact that she is a noble woman, but doesn't have any real idea of what that outfit would be.
So a noble's approximation of a commoner.
Yes.
I was going to say, so like
Interesting.
the whole MCU idea of just wearing shades and a baseball cap.
Yeah.
Pretty much. She's got the medieval equivalent of shades and a baseball cap on.
I will. Oh, good night, Ben.
Good night, Ben.
No, Ben.
Good night.
We won't be going much longer anyway.
I will then approach the noble woman. Quotation mark noble woman.
She grabs you by the
And I ask.
lapels. I tell you, it wasn't a man. It was a puppet. It was a puppet. I'm not mad. Puppet without strings.
My lady, please calm down.
It was on the roof.
The tavern over of Trollskull Manor.
Yes. Yes. Tavern.
Calm down a little.
Yes. He'll know I was here. If I go home now, he'll know I was here. Then it won't be a problem. I saw it. It was like a puppet shaped like a man, but without strings. It threw something into the crowd. Caused the explosion.
Well, we just
saw
found
those.
you.
I saw
Was
those
it a minute?
halflings burnt alive. I saw them.
Is there a reason why you are around here? You don't seem to be
I
dressed
was-
in a way of...
I was hiring Vincent to spy on my husband.
I see. May I ask your name?
Jezrin.
Jezrin. Lady Jezrin, if you wish, if you feel comfortable, would you like to come to the Trollskull Manor? You'll be safe there for now.
Yes.
You can
Yes,
calm down there.
I need something to calm down.
Come on, I have my arm like thingy, like, you know, when you can just wrap your arms around, or like, I just offer my arm to her. And come along, we'll get you sorted out.
He'll know I was here.
Your husband?
Yes. And then he'll hide. He'll hide his ways.
Why did you hire him? Was it because he was cheating, yeah?
Why does anybody hire a private investigator to spy on their husband?
To cheat? See if they were cheating?
Yes.
Was he though?
I have reason to believe he is. Enough to hire Trench.
Trench.
Yeah, Vincent
Private
Trench.
investigator.
Well, let's get you inside. Come on, and I'll bring her in.
She'll sort of wander inside, and Fala comes across the road with some herbal teas and asks you for some hot water to brew her tea.
I will do that
their
for her.
tea. And at this point, I'm going to wrap up the session. As you guys have decisions to make over what you guys are going to do now. There's been a massive explosion outside.
Marshmallows.
Yeah. Get the marshmallows out, guys. Marshmallows. We're having s'mores. Is that what it is? S'mores.
Can I
Yes,
complain
more.
at the NPC that has more wizard levels than me?
Barnabas and Safe will lead people, talk to people, and after a little while they'll both excuse themselves, and the constables will leave, and eventually you're just sort of left with the entrances to the alleyway blocked as the bodies are retrieved and taken to temples. And then it's up to you guys what you guys do next, because that's how the game works. So we'll find that out next time. In the meantime, if you haven't done so already, please do hit that follow button. It's a great way for you to guys know when we go live, and a completely free way that you can support us on the channel. September is still happening, so if you get a sub this month, if you get a 1 month sub, you get 20% off of it. If you get a 3 month sub, you get 25% off of it. And if you get a 6 month sub starting this month, you get 30% off that whole sub. So it's a good time to go subbing. If you don't want to pay for your sub, but you have Amazon Prime, you can just throw us a free sub. You get a free sub once a month, so you might as well use it on someone, and it could be us, but it could be anybody else.
Yeah.
But why use it on anyone else when you could use it on us?
Yeah.
Do it. Give it to us.
Before we go to the credits screen, the other thing I have to promote right now is that my brother just wrote a role-playing game.
Ooh.
It's out now. You can go buy it on DriveThruRPG. There's a link on our Discord. There's a link on our Twitter. You should be following at least one of those places that we have stuff. Please.
New role-playing game? You son of a bitch, I'm in.
The game is called You Son of a Bitch, I'm In, and it's a
Well, it's a convenient.
it is a fast-paced heist game where you have to put together the ultimate heist crew to be able to pull off that one last job before you retire. And I know for a matter of fact that he is currently working on not one but 2 other games that he is trying to bring to drive-through RPG, and that he has, in the first day of it being live, it has been downloaded over 80 times, and it has made the top 100 small press list for this week on drive-through RPG. So that's really good for him. Yay!
Yay!
It's available as pay what you want, so you can go over there and pay him £1 and get the game, which is what he suggests. You can pay him more than that if you want, or a little bit less. But, you know, you can. Either way, those are options. You have them. In the meantime, we have the following streams coming up. Tomorrow night, myself and probably Sean and probably Tanny and maybe Shan if her computer's alive again will be on the Minecraft Monday Life in the Village server.
Yeah.
Confirmation from Sean and or Tanny that they might be there.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I
need to fix
won't
up my
give any
village.
such confirmation, just to be mysterious.
I need to fix my building.
Yaha.
I don't know what's happened to them.
So that's fun to look forward to. That's tomorrow night.
The
On
post-production of fixing a builder.
on Tuesday night, we're on the high seas again for an episode of Vault Hunters, as the Gold Hoarders have now given us vaults to go look through. I don't really know what that means, but Sean will show me.
I can show you, and Annie can also do that, because we did one the other day.
Fun.
So it'll be myself and Sean and maybe Tanny and possibly Jeff and maybe Sean, but probably only 4 of us because that's how many can fit on a ship.
Yeah.
You could go for more, but it's awkward.
I mean, we could go for more and have like one
Galleon or 2 sloops, or 3 sloops.
a sloop and
I want
a sloop and a brigantine.
Or 2 brigantines.
Brigida.
On Wednesday night, we've got another game of D&D going on. It is another episode of The Adventures of the Golden Tooth. In Calm Before the Storm, the group have made their way into the Monastery of the Yellow Rose, and now they're trying to find the cultists who are there and doing bad things.
That's bad.
Exactly.
But hopefully they can stop the cultists doing bad things in the Earthspar Mountains, and everything will be fine. Probably. That's how the Golden Tooth goes. On Thursday night, Angel will be playing, hopefully, more Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, although I understand the game is currently being a little bit of a bugger and crashing out on them. In the middle of the final boss fight that is also incredibly hard because the designers stopped paying attention to the game and had to rush it out.
Biggie.
Bad
That's right.
games.
What a challenge.
Bad games are bad.
Masquerade.
On Friday, more D&D.
Holy hell!
Princess?
It's Princess of the Apocalypse time. We've all hit level 7. Tune in to find out what that means. I'm faster now.
Did you
That's-
drink something rogue make you real quick now? I
No,
wish I could know that.
No, I suspect Monk and has gained extra movement speed.
no, rogue. And I can
Oh,
now...
yeah. I
I
thought
can
you
now-
meant like you're speaking faster.
I can now dash as a bonus action. And then next Sunday, it is In the Clutches of the Cult. Clolt?
Clot.
Claude!
We'll try that again. Next Sunday, it's In the Clutches of the Cult.
Claude!
Oh.
The group is heading to Waterdeep. That's where we are now. In this game, but 2 years earlier.
Yeah.
If only.
So, you know, woo. Stay tuned
There's
to
going
see
to be a
what that
shopping
means.
montage.
There's going to be a
massive
shopping
shopping.
montage. Massive, loads of shopping. Loads of shopping.
Because, you know, it's only taken us several, like over 10 levels to realize we should really shop for potions at some point.
Yeah, we don't exactly have a proper healer in the group, guys. I mean, we could probably add a sage
Oh,
one,
you
but
got
he's
a
more
cleric.
of a warlock.
No.
We don't have a cleric,
The,
unfortunately.
the only kind of healer we've got is kind of my character, but he's better suited to other things.
Yeah, it's not enough.
You have a half paladin and one artificer.
Oh.
If
Anyway,
I-
I've got
I'll
to run because I'm really late doing insulin. So,
You two, Jan.
Bye.
right.
Bye.
Bye to Christy, and also bye to stream.
Yeah.
Bye the stream.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.